Good morning for the second video today, and we're just going to adjust some things here. We are going to do your next biggest message that you need to hear for the coming week. So if you have pile number 1 on your mind, it's in the icon of today's video. Pile number 2, it looks like this. I'm just going to raise pile number 2. It starts with archway. They will be time-stamped accordingly. This is a message that you might need to hear, or these cards, some of them could explain your situation. We're going to get started because these do tend to be long. I want to begin with the first pile. If you selected it, it was Bull. It started with Bull and Diana Ross, okay? It could be an insignia from a song you heard in the past. She could be like Ain't No Mountain High Enough. Could be from something that resonates from childhood. We're going to get started. These are very long videos, and this is the message that you need to hear today, okay? So we start with Bull. Plenty of material things. We have that as our first one. We don't know a lot just based off of this card. We just know that you're living with a pleasing eye at this time. You could have a beautiful life around you, Libras. You could be comfortable. You could have a great stay-at-home kind of a lifestyle. Also, your surroundings can be rather harmonious where you live. So if this is you, plenty of material things are happening in your life. You're very blessed, is how I want to put that. We have the Bull here with a lot of fruit, or you have a fruitful attitude towards approaching things. We have Diana Ross as your first person. So this would signify any placement in your life. It says, make sure they never see the last of you. If a job's worth doing, it's worth doing in a ball gown. You can be a better you than anyone else. You can be a better you. You're the original, basically. Super Aquarian for the time that we're in. Aquarians are rebellious. Even if you don't have it in your chart, you could just associate to the verbs, right? Diana Ross was one of a kind. You will always remember her music that way. Even the typical sounds, too, that would come out. So if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing in a ball gown, all right? We do have an original here, so you could be very unique, Libras. I feel like when you go outside, even in your workspace, people find you to be, they want to grasp your energy, they want to get to know you. I'm also feeling naturally from these cards, you live a comfortable lifestyle, but you don't make like a big, huge point of it. I think you know you're blessed, but there's something here I feel like will take a turn. Like I feel like this is very beautiful and original, but there's also like a something added to the story. Pineapple. We have a pineapple, more fruits. That's a second synchronicity in pile number 1. You have a lot of abundance in your life, okay? Again, you recognize that you're a blessed individual. You do not overlook it. And it says reconciliation, reconciling with something. We're going to check on that with tarot, okay? We will see through your reading what you get. That's why we do pick up piles, because they're really fun like that and they can extend throughout the week. We have Bow. You are highly thought of. There's the turn. You are highly thought of. Again, you live a beautiful lifestyle. You lead one. You could be a leader too, or be seen from somewhere. I'm getting that you're like spotted a lot at work, or you're spotted in an environment where people get to talk to you. They just don't maybe choose to talk to you a lot. 333 just passed on the clock. It says you are highly thought of with that bow. It's red in a week of Valentine's week. So you're thought of quite often by different demographics of people. They remember you when you walk by. Love that. This story's a little interesting, the first one. 9 of Cups, very content. Again, there's lots of bulls here. It's continuing in a sense. So your contentedness, your lifestyle could be exemplified by the 9 of Cups, looking like you not only retreat for your health, you take mind of the more spiritual things too in your atmosphere. And maybe that's why you're blessed a lot. Make sure they never see the last of you too, is Diana Ross's card. All right, we have another tarot card, the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is the very romantic part of you. So if this is you, you resonate with a lot of romantic things. There is another synchronicity. Although you might be single in the 9 of Cups, check this out. There is a romantic element to your personality. People find you to be a romantic. Maybe when they see you, they think of love. Okay, so you could be that to family members, even the littles in the family too. They're reminded of a fun spirit with you. You are highly thought of. Okay, or another synchronicity here. There could be someone in your life that often thinks of you and does not approach. So on approach, they're a little afraid or they don't text. So there you go, Diana Ross. Look up too some of the song catalog today. She has amazing hits that have titles that might resonate too with your internal Akashic story. So just pay mind to her song catalog. Magnetism. We also have that today, a little drop of goodness. Magnetism, let's read it and see how it connects. There is a gravitational pull to each other. There is someone, there's a single too, that's trying to attach to maybe your personality, or they do have interest. I sense the Knight of Cups might be you or an outside person. It just depends if you feel more romantic in your life at this time, or it's dropped some. So let's start clarifying. I love this. I'm just going to move pile number 2 over there. I'm being called to use, I don't know if it's, let's start with light seers. Let's do a shuffle for pile number 1. Again, you have pineapple bow. Pineapples too, they're very rich in potassium, which is connected to the heart. So your heart space your heart chakra is huge in pile number 1. And I was making the connection to where the fruit might apply most to the health in the body, okay? And also the magnetism card, somebody is looking at you as romance. So this is a fun little pile we got to clarify. Let's get started. Diana Ross, please. Can I see that original, the original card of Diana Ross? And my voice might do a little funnies today. Justice. For pile number 1, you have Justice. It's your very own major arcana. I would go ahead and say it's the highest for you, next to the Empress, of course. People view you as justice, okay? We clarified this card for you personally. They view you as someone who does the right thing. You make good choices. You might be admired for that alone, okay? They're coming to you because they seek your support. You could be, again, like you have a leader quality to you, pile number 1. You think on your feet, and you could be really witty. I'm getting a very witty Libra who just right away catches on to something very quick. You're viewed as the thing that is righteous, okay? You could be a very real, compassionate person, and I think they admire that because that's your originality. That's how you stand out. And that's how I'm receiving the channel this morning. It's a little bit complicated to do pick-up piles as your first morning reading, but I see that quality is what people most admire, and they might not tell you all the time that that's the sauce that you come with, okay? But that's what's being seen. Justice number 11. Okay, so you're seen in your originality. That is admired by a few people. I also think family members are adjusting to the fact that you might be the one in the family that has all the gifts, talents, and skills. You were bestowed with something very special at birth. So never forget that, and tap into those things too. Do those things that make you stand out. I really encourage you. All right, we have Bull. Let's do the material things. How is Libra living in this first pile? The Empress. Your second major arcana. You're rolling out here with all the, you're not stopping. You have all of the great cards. So the plenty of material things that you're receiving, this abundance is being seen on the outside. You really take care of yourself. That can be admired because health is a huge importance in our society today. Mental health, bodily health, taking care of yourself as an Empress. I do think that that's admired by many people. You're not told though. There's something here where people admire you from afar, and they are almost perplexed by your energy, Empress. You could feel this. It's like they're very attracted to you and they seek your advice, magnetism card. But you're highly thought of as well for something that you do, okay? There could be a lot of structure to your life. You might need to be on your P's and Q's each and every day, or be alert. Let's check on that bow. What is the you are highly thought of? Thank you. The Hanged Man. There is a person in your environment who has a different perspective on you. Your habits, maybe how you live your life. They have a new perspective on how you deal with things. There is a connection to, this is for just a few of you. I feel like somebody is sorry for something. You're highly thought of. They could be going back on thoughts of you often. I can't help but feel someone who is trying to apologize in the energy. And I think they view you as a romantic partner still to this day. So that's for them. And the association, if you look, is like he has a red hat in the Knight of Cups and the bow is also red. So I think it resides with this person indefinitely. What is their new perspective about? Chariot card. Their new perspective is that they want to come toward you. Oop, that was a very loud noise. That's a sign. Did you hear that? There was a loud beep. It's the fire alarm. Got to change it out. They want to come toward you, and that's what they've decided. We're going to look at more energy for this person. The Knight of Cups does want to head toward you, and we clarified this particular card. So the person is the Knight of Cups. The verb or the action is the Chariot card. This might be the person that thinks of you a lot of water placements. We have Scorpio here. Cancer and Pisces would signify those cards. All right, what else do they want to say? Can I get one card for what they want to say to our original here? 8 of Pentacles, that they've been hard at work. They're trying to put effort. They're slowly trying to think of effort. It's a work card. They want to put in the work is another way you could read this, and that's in their intentions. Also, if someone's coming toward you, you look at the Chariot to the 8 of Pentacles, they want to come toward you to work with you, not against you. That's the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, saw that in a couple of these mornings reads. 8 of Pentacles is projected. Let's see what else is here. What do they want to say for our dear Libra? 5 of Swords came out and the Page of Wands. Look at that. 5 of Swords and the Page of Wands. They do want to have a new excitement toward you, okay? They find you to be very, very much this card. Physically beautiful, a lot of attributes to you, additional attributes that they cannot name because they probably can't place you. You're larger than life and an original. And we see you could have Aquarius in your chart, very much so, or Taurus. Taurus, Libra, Aquarius, okay? A little bit of Earth too. You can have Virgo or Capricorn. You can have a Capricorn moon, I want to mention. Page of Wands is someone who wants to try again, or they want to come in with this youthful type of environment for you. Someone really does think of you. They could be a little younger, these 2 cards, okay? So I'm going to put those over there. And the 5 of Swords. How you're going to know is the 5 of Swords. This is a connector card. Somebody who feels pain. They could have argued with you in the past. Here the crow is whispering in his ear, and it's all of the secrets of the environment. That's what ravens kind of oversee, the plane, right? Plain, Plain, is how I'm using that. So there was a disagreement here that both of you had. And I feel like, again, it's that sorry energy. Do you guys remember when I got that little tickle? I feel like this person's really sorry and pained by something that went on between the 2 of you that you might know about, Libra. And they see your originality pointing out a lot higher these days. Maybe your abundance is very apparent to this person, even if it's mental abundance, okay? There's something that you're coming to, like an accomplishment in pile number 1. And it says there is a gravitational pull to each other. There's a type of pull that both of you share, and the Knight of Cups might seek you again. The Chariot has appeared in this particular reading, so they're going to seek you via movement. Now, I don't know how they're going to move their ass, but they could move it via Chariot, via a vehicle, or they have to travel. The Chariot is a travel card, okay? How is Libra spiritually growing in the 9 of Cups? That's a lot of cups to be surrounded by. The 6 of Cups, something wholesome, a new soul contract coming in or something from the past. There is an influence of nostalgia. There is. It's really sweet too. There is an influence of maybe art, music, the things that are Venusian that guide you. Also, your spirit guides can be the 6 of Cups. Somebody loving you from the ethers. This is such a beautiful ending. It's going to get me. The 6 of Cups can be a connection to the past that you went back and you undug from the dirt. Libras, I feel like the 6 of Cups is a message from somebody loving. And there are people in our waking life that we forget that are here for us. So the message Valentine's week is that Basically, you are highly thought of by other people. It's not all romantic. Your energy is authentic, it's real, and they want to connect with you on different levels. There is someone younger too that's very intrigued with your energy. Page of Wands for me is like approaching the Empress for advice. Could be another female, like another divine feminine who's younger. And we see that you could be hard at work, or this person wants to work on things with that 8, okay? And I'm flashing it because I do know it's a current card in our recent weeks. So pile number 1, pick up your messages. The fruits mean something. You might want to look up some of these little cues. And we're going to go on to pile number 2. Also, the Ace of Cups was the last message for you in the Light Seers. That's new love coming in and a new beginning. Okay, Ace of Cups can be a card that you see a lots of. All right, I don't know how I'm going to clean this up because I don't like to reuse cards. I don't like to do that. I like to start off fresh. And remember, these are my 2 favorites. It tells you a lot about the story, a lot. Alrighty, so your pile will be at the beginning of the icon, okay? Now, pile number 2 at 1610. 1610 makes a 7. It grounds to a 4. 1610 was the time we started. Does that ground to a 4? 7. Oh, it grounds to a 3. So 3 would be a lucky number if you were to minus the numbers altogether. Let's get started so that I don't have a brain fart here. We have Archway is your first card. Brain fart. Archway is the first one. It says new opportunities, possibilities, and paths are opening up. Okay, a path is opening up in clarity. We see here the shape of things too. Shapes will tell you a lot about Akashic record, where it's going to end somebody up in a situation. You keep having these bridges and archways. Okay, so we have that. Needle and thread. A sincere wish is going to be granted. And I'm going to hold it up like that. Needle and thread. Something is happening in an up and down, or some days you could feel like it's like that, dealing with emotions from the past, or even your daily emotions that could be really rough for you to be going up and down. And it says a sincere wish is ahead. Okay, next card here, Scorpio, childhood. We have the 6 of Cups and a main card for you. So the 6 of Cups is one of my most favorite cards. It speaks of nostalgia. It speaks of things that are connected to you that you miss. You could miss someone, or they could interchangeably miss you. I feel here, I'm going to go ahead and say it's a past person. I'm looking at the relationship of cards. The archway could be you going through the new opportunities, and I feel like it's hard to let go of the 6 of Cups. So we'll just go with that as a base knowledge. And we have the 4 of Swords. Somebody rejuvenated over the weekend, and your next message involves taking care of your soul. I think it's a soul's work type of journey that's happening in pile number 2. Okay, a sincere wish after rest, perhaps. After you rest, there's a wish that's going to be granted via your good deeds and how you've chosen to live. All right, be nice to other people, open doors for other people. I feel like you've done a lot. This card doesn't come out unless it was really tough, or this season wasn't very grueling on the body. So 4 of Swords, it's also Libra energy, by the way. 5 of Cups. Okay, so we have our first card of a Q. 5 of Cups is about regretting the past or something that happened. Also, if you think about the 5 of Cups too, it's someone who has remorse. This can be outside connected to you, or you've recently felt this. So let's get honest with that card. We could have felt the 5 of Cups the last few days. Let's see. Or this is another person. The next connector card is Psychic Connection. Your communication goes beyond mere words in pile number 2. Goes beyond mere words. Somebody does have a telepathic type of communication heading toward you. They try to connect with you via sensing you, or they try to speak to you through a twin flame connection, or they are your twin flame. Now, the 5 of Cups is something that was lost. I'm feeling loss, change, a directional change for this independent person. And if you look, it's almost like it's the same individual in these two cards, masculine or feminine. It's the same person. She has the same black hair here, or dark hair, and she's sleeping in the Four of Swords. So there could have been a lot of rest. I'm picking up a breakup. Psychic connection could be that person that you had a relationship with, okay? And a new wish is coming in for you. I think I'll take a picture of this, dear Libra, in today's communities. Pile number 2 has a very different story to it today. You have Vase, Secret Admirer, all right? This is new for this particular person. You have a secret admirer with Vase. Alrighty, let's continue. If you're resonating too, just make markers of the cards. Let go of the past. Yeah, you see, you have the Six of Cups. Let me show you. Scorpio. Essentially, a transformation has happened since this period of time. You also could have grown up with this person, and Spirit and your angels are asking you to let go, to receive. Let go of the past. It reads to clear energy to allow more love in your life. Cleansing, like cleansing your area, cleansing your space, making your environment different. You could even be renovating the house or changing things up. So I see that for maybe an older Libran today on the channel, someone a little bit more, you are matured. Let go of the past, okay? That's a past person with the Six of Cups. Some of these cards are lining up like exactly. It's a little scaring me here. Let go of the past and the Six of Cups. Let me think about that for a second. We have Sergey Brin. Provide answers to all life's questions. This is the card that ties the rest of the story together. He is Sergey Brin. Create a new verb. Let me Google that and get back to you. That's interesting. So let me show you the card, and I'm going to tell you what I've interpreted from him alone. We have a masculine here, bearded. You could be connected to somebody that looks like this even. Provide answers to all life's questions. Create a new action. Verbs are actions, right? It's asking you to do something new. So I believe he has, he might have invented the Google engine. I'm going to look up Sergey Brin after this. And it says provide answers to all of your life's questions at this time. You could be going through the end of a dark night of the soul. Not the beginning, but I feel like you finished it out. And the last part of it was review, the Six of Cups. Your childhood, you could have reviewed relationships to people, and also the most recent relationship, which was a breakup that I'm sensing. This card usually comes out when there's going to be a twin flame reunion. That's the card for that. So we have a psychic connection that's happening here. And I feel like you're trying to create a new life for yourself. That's what I'm getting, but you can also chime in the comments and let me know what you think of pile number 2. All right, let's look at the most important card. The Four of Swords for me is your kind of highest tarot card in pile number 2. What's this for Valentine's? For Valentine's week, there's a heart here. That's in the Four of Swords. It's attached to a string. There's little, almost like little embellishments on the string. So you could be led back to your heart. You could be led back to the original you. That's amazing. There's kind of a connection too from the first pile. Four of Swords. Let's see why Libra was relaxing. King of Swords. There you go. There's the answer. The pick-me-up is in the King of Swords. You could have felt hurt by somebody. The King of Swords goes internally. He's very forthright, lots of integrity, lives by the sword, dies by the sword type of thing. You had a lot of thinking to do, and you could also have kept your place here for some time. I do get an element of like keeping alone. The King of Swords is that. Not having a lot of communication with outside people, but you were truthful and faithful to yourself. That's the King of Swords. He's also the most brutally harsh and honest king of the entire tarot. So I think you got real with this dark night of the soul. Can I see any more of that rest? The Emperor. Yeah, taking control of situations, no longer waiting. You are not a waiter. And you've been waiting to make a new step. Also, your action could be, you could be turning your pain into something more pleasurable, maybe a business here. I think of the Emperor as somebody who surveys the entire kingdom And it's almost like a business aspect to this Emperor. Okay, you could have switched to a new career and taken control where you have moved to with that card. It's coming into, if you're a feminine and you're residing with this pile, maybe you've had to become the head of the family. You take care of everybody. You might take care of a parent in your home. So you've had to be very independent and you've had to take charge with those two cards. They're very, very masculine energies. All right, Four of Swords. What else were you doing during this time? Libra energy with the Four of Swords. One wants to fall here. The Knight of Cups. Concentrating on a new love. You're looking for this person. You are manifesting and desiring this new outcome, and you want it in your life. So if you're watching pile number 2, you want this desire in your life. Psychic connection. Somebody who loves you, like in this second pile. They're very much an admirer. You have 2 cards of it. Someone admires that about you. Maybe even hear your strengths. Okay, it could be a past person returning in the Six of Cups, a past person you dated or you had affiliations to. But they're new. It's like you never had a go with this person as well. You guys never dated. There was nothing here in a prior story. What's that archway? Let's clarify that. What's the archway? Thank you so much. That was a very nice flip. 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles for this beautiful card. It's all about gardening. There's something here about leaves, flowers, planting, something new, investments as well. Your plan for the next couple of years is to grow yourself in any which way that provides your ideals of life. You would like to flourish. Another word is flourish. New opportunities and possibilities. You have opened an opportunity during this time that you were in the dark night of the soul. You found other things to occupy your time, your energy, and I believe you put it towards something useful. Technology is coming in. I also feel here something with writing or like the art of writing. Typing I also get, and something very like, I'm almost getting this, keep seeing this. So archway is new opportunities and possibilities. Again, you're being led into a whole new path here. But you rested from something very difficult. What's the Six of Cups then? Let's clarify that. What is the Six of Cups with the rest of the light seers? Thank you. The Lovers said goodbye to this type of relationship. And I feel like this person in the Lovers card, they didn't know how to reciprocate. So, or either way, right? We do masculines and feminines on the channel. They didn't know how to reciprocate to you. I feel like someone's more willing to do that since you've ascended the Emperor. You've gone to a whole new plane. So someone's more willing. Let me change decks here. I'm going to go to the Mermaid. What's coming in after the archway passing? Thank you. Ace of Cups. It was the ending card in pile number 1. You have it here again. You have a new beginning that's more loving after all of this hard work has been done. What's the next few cards in the ending here? Empress. Holy crap. Again, Page of Cups. Okay, we'll take it. And we also have the Nine of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands. You're going to be guarded because you're protecting your heart space. I also think after a breakup, we all go into the Seven of Wands. We all feel defensive. We want to guard our heart. And I feel like that's okay. The Seven of Wands is like advice today for me as a reader. And you also have the Page of Wands. Look at this. It's almost like the same cards from pile number 1 and the Hermit. Okay. There is something youthful that will return to you. This is your advice, is become the Page of Wands. Something youthful is returning to you in February. I would say even most of March. And it's going to bring you back to your Empress card after this dark night of the soul. You will return and reign again here as the Empress. Something is coming into about business. And you do have matching divine pairs. There's Emperor and the Empress in this particular one. You could be meeting someone who's more like you or a soulmate, because I'm feeling a partner come in after this dark night of the soul. I really feel like you went through something in pile number 2. It's been very hard, and that's that wish. Look at the connector. Wish for the 2 of these individuals. Maybe your wish for a new person will come in. Divine Match, and the Needle and Thread. All right. And this is a love card too. Ace of Cups is a brand new beginning. A lot of environmental things. Everyone's swimming in this card. I feel too you'll be surrounded by other people that are fruitful for your new path. All of these schools and all of these shoals of fish are showing up. I really love that. And it's sparkling too. The card has like glitter. It's like sparkling all around, if you guys can really see. So it's an abundant time period after some darkness had to be experienced, unfortunately. Okay. We do have an apology coming in to a Nine of Pentacles person. There's an apology that is set to come forth. I'm getting a weird channel, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Maybe some of you have felt this the last couple of days. They used to be a lover, okay? They were a past lover with the Lover's card. We clarified for the Six of Cups and Archway. And I feel like they watch you grow. Almost their karma is to watch you become successful. This is the Nine of Pentacles. It is about singly reaching your abundance. Okay, it's a really great card to show a single person who is flourishing, if I could explain the card best. And I think some time does pass for quite some time, but they end up apologizing for something in the future. All right, that's what I'm getting for pile number 2. And the huge realization is it comes in, okay? Anything that wasn't answered in the recent past, this person comes forward and provides that information eventually. You also had a card about that. You had a card in the beginning. This is really weird. Provide answers to all life's questions, create a new action. It was the Sergey Brin card in the very beginning of your oracle. And I think right now you're providing those answers via the dark night of the soul you experienced. It's opening up into a beautiful Empress card, because we asked for it earlier. It has this feeling of reaching a place of peace. You get peace out of this situation at the very end. I do want to involve you guys to comment under the pick a pile today. It's a beautiful stretch of exercising what oracle can relate to tarot as well. So I just want to hear from you if it was your story, or if you were more pile number 1 or pile number 2. I want to thank you all for your time. These were my gifts for you today, and I hope you just enjoy your fabulous week. Don't take it too seriously, just take it lighthearted, and remember to always smile. I hope you have a good day. I'll see you in the next ones.